Hello there, welcome back to Crafters TV. My name's Joe Evans, and this, well, it's Tuesday, it's 4 PM in the UK, it's 11 AM on the East Coast, 8 AM if on your West Coast. That means one thing. It means, of course, it is time for Launch Party. And Launch Party is that part of the week where we bring you new launches, we bring you bang new deals, we bring you Explorer kits as well. There are some really fabulous deals, and there's going to be loads of awesome inspiration as well. I will not be doing the awesome inspiration because I have got one of the most inspiring ladies there is with me. Debbie Fisher is here. How are you, Debbie?
Oh, Joe, you're always so kind. That's really nice of it. Yeah, it's great to be back. Great to be here. I absolutely love Launch Party. I'm going to start off with showing you this gorgeous card. Look how cute this does. And when you open it up, this is what's going to happen. Oh. There we go. We've got spinner dies. So these aren't just normal spinner dies. Oh no, these are cute characters with aperture spinner dies, and they look amazing, Joe. And we're going to have so much fun in this hour, couple of hours.
Oh, we are. And there's loads as well of other stuff coming up as well in this show. Oh, you got some more to show us.
I've got some more. Let's just have some more. Yeah. So look, if we open them up now, what I would say was a great tip on these is make sure when you've done them, turn them round, because then when the recipient opens the cards, that is going to spin for them, and they're just going to look fabulous. We've got so many different types of these. You've just got to choose which one you like the most of, and they're just going to be fabulous.
Oh, you don't have to choose. You're going to get the lot. That's a foregone conclusion, I would say, Debbie. Remember, you can get in touch with us in the show in all the usual ways, on Facebook and YouTube. You can email us in the studio as well. Lots of you saying hi already. Deborah in Ohio, Deborah. Valerie is here in Southern California. Sarah Brown is here with us from Melbourne in Australia. Suzette in Canada. I know Sarah's still up. They're asking in the gallery saying, is Sarah still up? Yeah, she's still up. It's 2 AM for our Sarah. She always watches us live. Hello, Sarah. Sondra is in from Indiana. I can see Karen in Massachusetts as well. And Irene saying, good morning, everyone, from a rainy Washington. But Debbie and Joe are sunshine on this rainy day. How nice is that, Debbie, eh?
Oh,
how nice is that?
Nice.
Now, shall we crack on and show you what's coming up in the show today? Because there is loads. And I know that you're going to adore these. They were a recent launch. You've got another opportunity now to get your hands on them. And it is the Gemini Spinner Character Stamp and Die Collection. You've got 107 elements within here, which is absolutely awesome. And I love that you can get 8 brand new die collections for £50. I think that's fabulous value. Going to make 8 different concepts for you. So you've got the bee here, which is awesome. This one here is your twirling butterflies. The schmetterlings are always so popular. Now, not only are you getting the dies to create the concept and the stamps to create the characters, you're also, of course, going to get some extra sentiment stamps to enable you to create a full project, which is awesome. You've got the owl, which is this one. Well, it's not, is it an owl? I'd say it was an owl. We're calling it twirling bird, which sounds ominous. This one here is your cat. What's the cat doing? It's something ing. On the back of this board, something's been written. Do you want to see what's been written? Do you want to have a little zoom in and see if you can work out what that says?
Twirling cat? Twirling
cat. Oh, okay. Maybe I need to get my glasses. It looks like twerking cat to me, but that'd be a whole different thing. Can you imagine? The next one we've got, oh, they're all called twirling. What am I like? Twirling bunny. Then you've also got this one here, which is the twirling dog, and the twirling elephant there as well. Oh, and we've even got a twirling unicorn as well. How fabulous is that? Really love that one. And then back around, of course, to the twirling bee. What you're also going to get included in this collection as well is going to give you some low tack tape, which is always a fabulous essential when it comes to using your stamps and dies. I need to let you know, we don't have as many of these as we would like because, as I said, it is a very recent launch. 20% of the stock has gone. And I know what happens. It was very popular when we launched it last week, and it'll be one of those collections that we will bring it back in a few weeks, but maybe we'll only be 5 back, or maybe there'll be 4 of them we bring back in a smaller collection of what we still have stock remaining. If you didn't grab them at launch, but you're thinking you want to be in a position where you're going to be able to get the whole collection, then I'd say today is the day to get them. Of these, if you want to go for them individually, absolutely you can. 2 for £13 or $16. The unicorn and the butterfly are in the lead. You'd have got absolutely no prizes for guessing that those two would have been the favourites. Julie says, hi Debbie and Joe, watching you from a chilly Bromsgrove in the West Midlands. Looking forward to a fab show. Carleen says she's waiting on the dog, the elephant and the butterflies and the bee because she ordered them last time and she is very, very excited. There's loads of other great stuff coming up in the show as well. We've got an out of this world deal for you as well, which is our sparkle pens, which is fabulous. Now the sparkle pens are absolutely awesome. So you're going to get them. They're in a 3-pack, and I'll show you this one here. I'll show you with the clear overlay. Now this is the clear overlay. I think the clear overlay is the most valuable of all the sparkle pens because it should be called Sparkle Anything because you can put it over absolutely anything and it makes it sparkly. It is the sort of sparkly element of your sparkle pen without the other pigment in there and the other colour. So it really is brilliant for turning non-sparkly things into sparkly things. Now you're going to get those in there. You're going to get 3 of the clear overlay. You're also going to get as well 3 of the perfect pastel as well. I'm not quite sure you can see the shimmer in there. And you're going to get, oh, there you go. Boom, you've got the glitz and glamour there as well, which is awesome. £27 or $35.50 gets you all of those. You're saving $11.97, which is almost 1 pack free, which is really, really great value. Also, we've got the advent calendar on the show. Definitely not too late to invest in this. Imagine a little crafty treat to yourself every day through December, which I think is a brilliant idea because Christmas, let's face it, it's that time of the year, isn't it, when it's all about everyone else. And if you're like me, you're not happy about that. So this is your opportunity to grab something. It means you've got a little treat to yourself all the way through December. $24.99 if you're in the UK, $34.99 if you are over in the US. We also have an Explorer kit, which we do in all of our launch party shows. And this is all about you trying something new. Now, this is our Gemini Peekaboo Explorers kit. You've got the card stock that you need in there, that stamping card, which shouldn't be called stamping card, it should be called everything card. You've got a ink pad in here. You've got the Bear Peekaboo as well, and you've got the arches, the arch window dies in there. You've got the square one and the arch one. It's great value this. You're saving 20%. It's £25 in the UK, $35 if you're in the US. Now, it's a very cutesy show today, actually. We've got lots of cute sort of character-led designs in the show. These are always popular whenever you see them. This is the Gemini Characters Over the Edge collection with 91 elements. Now, this is all about you creating... They're kind of like an edgeable for a character is the best way to describe them. Always popular when we see them. You've got in here, Have a Nice Day, Hello Beautiful, Feline Friends, Paw Prints, Magical Wishes, May Your Day Sparkle, Birthday Balloons, and Birds and Bloom as well. And check out the saving. That should be over £95 if you're in the UK. It's £60 today. Should be over $135 down to $80 today. They were very, very popular at the higher price, so they're definitely going to be busy today. Another recent launch for you is the Spectrum Noir Hint of Classic 36 marker collection. Now this is basically taking a formula that you guys absolutely love, which is our classic markers, which are kind of like at the top of the tree when it comes to our alcohol markers, but we've given them to you in more muted pastel tones. They are all new colours, which is awesome. They work brilliant standalone, either in their 6 pieces or as a 36-piece collection, or they're also great to use in conjunction with all of the classic markers that you already own, which is fantastic. So make sure you grab those. There is a stamp set which was designed specifically to work with those classics as well, which is this one here. It's the Crafter's Companion Hint of Classic Stamp Collection. £39 or $49 is your price on that. Need to come back already busy on our, I'm still laughing at the fact I didn't realise they were all called twirling and was trying to work out what it said on the back of the board. Still very busy on here. Remember, you can go for them in individually, $7.99 or $9.95. You can get them as any two for £13 or $16, but the best way, as always, to get the best value is to go for the lot, because you're going to get the butterfly, the bee, the bird, the cat, the bunny, the dog, the elephant, and the unicorn, and the low tack tape as well. And you can use your Club Inspire discount on there as well. Platinum members would get that for £40 today in the UK, which is really, really awesome value. How easy are these to put together, these, Debbie? Because they're very, very effective, aren't they? And they look like they might be a bit tricky.
Yeah, they're super easy to put together, because what we've actually done, or not us, but the design team have done, they've put you a stamp and a die that do the front and the back of the spinner character. So on this one here, you can see when we actually open it up and that spins round, you have actually got the back and the front of the elephant. So that's really, really super cute and easy to do. All you need to do is wedge the 2 pieces between just a piece of nylon, a piece of string, anything that you've got at hand. I've actually used some dental floss when I first got these, Joe, because they just lent themselves to, I didn't have anything else at hand, but look at that bee buzzing around there. It looks quite amazing. I'm just showing you one of each to start with, so all the different designs that you get and the way they just twirl around, they just look amazing. So either choose your favourite. I predict maybe the dog one might be a little favourite for some people, because everyone seems to love a dog, don't they? But you've got all these really super cute ones, and what I like about them is even though they're cute, they can go for all ages. I mean, whether it's a birth of a baby, right up from 1, 2, 3, right up to 100, anyone is going to appreciate a card like this. I love that bird one. The little lovebird is so cute.
I love that it's been done blue. I wouldn't have thought to colour it blue,
yeah,
but it really
and
works.
That's the great thing. We've got pens on the show that you'll be able to colour these all different ways, and I absolutely adore the cat one. I love that it's got that goldfish bowl, and also the other thing that these have is they all have a different aperture in them. Now what's really great about having an aperture is it means no matter what ones you go for, you can switch them around. So you might want the flower one where the butterfly is, but you might want to use the bee inside the flower instead of the butterfly. So that's the great thing with them. If you go for all of them, it's the best way to have all those aperture dies, and I'm going to show you exactly what you get when you look inside the packet. So I'm going to bring out everything I've got in here. So we're going to start with our twirling bee. Inside every single one, you are going to get a booklet. The booklet is great because it is self by self, step by step instructions. So you haven't got to worry about any of the measuring, what you do. Everything is explained in the booklet for you, and there's one in each one. You're then going to get your stamp set. So you can see here, if I just turn this round, you can see you're getting the front and the back. That's the same on every one of the characters. You'll always get the back and the front, and then you get little embellishments stamps. So not only do you get your sentiments, you're going to get your embellishment stamps. Those embellishment stamps do come with their own embellishment die, which is fabulous. Then we're getting a separate die. Now this die is great because it's brilliant for matte and layering, but it's also good for cutting all those apertures, and you'll get a different one for each of the characters. So to start off with, I'm going to take a piece of black card. Now what I've done is I've made this card 11.5 inches. You can't see that properly, but I'm just using my my glass mat as a guideline, and I've scored it so it's 11.5 inches by 5.5 inches, and I've then scored it at 1/2 inch, at 3.25 inches, at 6 inches, and 8.75 inches. Now you can watch this back, so you'll be able to recap on those measurements if you need to. So
there's not going to be a test at the end, is there, Debbie?
There's no test at the end. You don't have to remember. No.
Thank goodness for that.
This is just a different type of card, but it's one that I love doing because it's one that folds completely flat, Joe. So you can put it through the post. It doesn't matter about being bulky, and your dies are just going to fit beautifully inside. Now, what I have done is just took a piece of card from my Bright big pad, the 12 by 12 pads, and I'm just going to tape this. Now, I can make this card with the confidence knowing that my Gemini will cut through both pieces of cardstock. If you do have another machine that you're not quite sure will cut through, it just might mean you need to put it through maybe 2 or 3 times, but that will cut. But with the Gemini, if you've got a Gemini, you've got no problem with that going through. So I'm just going to attach this to the front of my card, over the front. Just take that little bit of glue that I've got down there. Not that that matters, we can take away that wear-ins. Then what I'm going to do, so we've got a fold, I'm just going to fold that over. I'm then going to take my die and place it on the fold in that card, and then tape it down. Just grabbing some tape and popping that on. So I'm just doing this by eye. You can obviously measure it if you want to make sure it goes in the middle so you've got the same amount each side, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. Then I'm going to grab my Gemini plates and we're going to run it through.
Will this go through the mini, these, Debbie?
Absolutely, yes. All of the dies will go through the mini. I'm using a big one because I'm using a bigger concept for a card, but if you want to just cut them through your mini, absolutely, that would be fine.
And I guess, you know, we had nesting dies on the show yesterday. You're going to really love playing around with all of your different nesting dies and using these spinners within those, I guess, as well. I mean, just because you've got the aperture die included, I guess you don't have to stick to that one aperture.
Wow, that's absolutely perfect idea, Joe. Yeah, that's exactly what you can do. So any of those, any nesting dies you have at all. But yeah, Jan had some great ones on yesterday, didn't she?
Oh, they were super fancy.
Yeah, and what's really nice about nesting dies, a lot of people just think of nesting dies as matte layering, but there's so many things you can do with nesting dies. They just are fabulous. So that little 1/2 inch that we scored on the side will then stick completely to this opposite side. So what in essence we've made is a 6 by 6 card blank, but we're actually going to make it into a box, which just makes that little bit of difference. Now, before you stick all that in, what I am going to do is make our spinner. So I'm going to bring in another piece of card. We're going to take our outside cutting edge for our bee. I'm also going to cut 2 because I'm using Nina cardstock. I can cut through both of those. Have I got? Yes, I've got my mini to hand. That we can use that. So let me just cut these pieces to size, and then I know that will go through no problem whatsoever. Just need to grab myself.
Loads of people loving this collection, Debbie, in the comments. Nancy says, good morning from Virginia. Ordered these while on vacation, now waiting for them to arrive. They are so cute. I just couldn't resist. Kimberly says, well, I bought this collection. Absolutely love them. They're all super cute, making cards with them as we speak. Oh, Kimberly, if you've got things that you've made with them, we'd love you to pop us a picture. Of course, you can do that as always, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Lynette says, afternoon, Debbie and Joe. I've already bought the advent calendar. Can't wait to open it. You must wait, Lynette. You've got to wait till December. A lot of people talking about their favourites as well. Glenn is saying the bee and the dog she loves. Barbara also loves the dog and the butterfly. And Ange saying, hands down, my favourite twirling character is the elephant. Elephants are my favourite animal, so I do love the elephants, but there is a unicorn as well, so not really sure which way that is going to go. Carol saying she made the little fish spinner with the cat, which was awesome. Sharon loves the collection, as does June as well. Says, I think the unicorn is adorable, but I did order the whole set. It is quite affordable, wouldn't you agree, Debbie, to get a whole collection of something, considering there's 8 different concepts in here for £50 or $60. It's more affordable than I was thinking it was going to be.
Oh, absolutely. I think when you get things like this, most crafters I know, and I'm definitely one of them, Joe, we like the collection. It's just nice to have all of them, go for all of them, and it's such a great price at the moment. So yeah, absolutely. Then you haven't got to worry which aperture to use with which one. You can, like Joe said, you can use all apertures that you brought in Jan's show yesterday. So many usable and different ways that we can do them. So what I'm doing is I'm just stamping my bee. I've cut them out and then we're just stamping straight on top. I love this bee. He's quite a happy little bee, so really like that one. But
you could colour in a little jacket on him, then he could be Cardi B.
That's actually very good, Joe.
Do you know what I used to think? Someone told me a little while ago, Cardi B is a singer with an absolute potty mouth, let me assure you.
Yes.
Someone told me a long time, I googled what one of her songs meant recently, I'll leave it there. Someone told me that Cardi B's name stood for Cardigan Backyardigan, and I genuinely believed it and started going around telling people that she was called Cardigan Backyardigan. It's not what her name is. Apparently she's named after some sort of rum. Yeah, who knew?
Wow, who knew?
There you go. Every day's a school day here at Crafts TV, Debbie.
Joe, I always learn so much from you, I can tell you. Some things, you know, you don't think you're ever going to know in life, and Joe tells you these things, so.
I'm a fountain of useless information, Debbie.
I wouldn't say, oh, not useless, Joe. So I'm just trying to find myself just a scrap piece of card. There we go. Always use something, especially if you're using alcohol markers, to colour down with. I'm just going to bring in my 2 colours. So I'm just using my tri-blends, and then we're just going to colour straight on to our little bee here. So just using my turquoise colours here, just spreading them out. I do love the tri-blend, but
what
I have
colour?
to
See,
tell
I'm watching you colour this and I'm thinking that does look fab, but what colour is a bee's wings, really?
Oh, I wanted to do something totally different,
Oh, I know,
Joe,
but I'm thinking if you, well, I guess, are they see-through? I don't know.
Yeah, they are see-through, aren't they? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're see-through, but I thought we'd have a turquoise,
absolutely,
bee's wings, just to make it a bit more fun.
And I guess you can use all of your different colouring mediums that you love, whatever that is, whether it's pencils, pens, even watercolours, I guess, with this, Debbie.
Oh, anything you want. And in fact, Joe, we have got some amazing markers on the show, which are great, which is our hint of. So I'm just letting you wait a little bit longer to do those. So what I am going to do is just bring in another colour just to show you how we can make our bee nice and bright. So just using our bright yellow here, and I have got a finished one, so we won't spend too much time colouring these because I know you want to see me pop them together. So I'm just going to move them out of the way, and I'm going to bring in these 2, I say 2, they're not 2, so we've got a back and a front. So what we're going to do is turn over our inside of our card. I've just used a piece of string here, and we're going to place this in the centre. So all I'm going to do is use my tape pen down the seams here.
Getting busy already on these, Debbie. A quarter now of the stock of the big collection has gone. If you're cherry picking, going for the smaller ones, well, I think if you're going for cherry picking, going for the smaller collections, or building your own collection, if that includes the butterfly, the dog, the cat, you do need to be equally as quick. The others you've got a little bit longer on. But if you want the whole collection, you want to say, do you know what? Stuff it, I'll take the lot. Then yes, a quarter of the stock has gone there now.
So what I do like to do, Joe, is if you're not, we could have used this on the front of the card and we could have stuck it underneath our card. But as I've done it on the back, I'm just going to cover my workings, but also it just secures the little pieces of string in place. And I'm just going to cut myself just some small tabs, just out of black card, just to cover those up. And then we can just pop those to cover our markings. And that way it doesn't make them sticky in the middle, and it will fold beautifully. And then we just need to cut those little bits off. So really, really simple. And then what we're going to do is using the piece, I'm sure I had it here, there we go. We're going to piece this back in behind. So all I need to do is just make sure where I'm putting that down. So let's pop some, and in fact, I'll tell you what we'll do, Joe, we'll put some tacky glue on because that means I can move it a little bit before it's completely stuck down. We will just pop this at the back here.
I think it looks awesome with the same colour piece back in.
Yeah,
really nice
really,
effect.
really lovely. And then all we need to do is pop our front piece on to hold that all inside. So popping him over the top, and there we go.
Awesome.
And then all we need to do, Joe, is this little tab that we've got at the side. I'm just going to put some glue down there, and that will all just lay completely flat inside, which then folds in. So I'm just going to fold it the opposite way round.
It's
just
really
to put
cool,
those
this.
score lines back in, and then we're just going to finish it off. I've just got a few little twigs and some, and these all come in with the dies. So these really cute
I thought
little.
you meant actual twigs then, like
twigs.
from off the ground for a minute. I thought you'd been out foraging
They're
for a moment,
actually,
Debbie.
if I just bring these in so you can see, you've actually got a stamp for them and a die. I mean, it's so great that we get the little embellishments for them. And then I'm just using a few little flower dies just to finish it off. So we'll just decorate the fronts and then we will be done. It's just nice to put those extra bits on, isn't it? And the fact that we've included them in for you is amazing.
Yeah, and I think we do that so well here at Crafts Companion. We really do think about what a whole project's going to look like, not just the concept, not just the element that you need, the topper element. You know, it's really well thought out, and I think that's the sort of where the design by crafters for crafters comes in, because actually when you put this together and sit down, you can see a whole project pretty much good to go almost right away. Absolutely, if you've got a huge stash of other stuff, you're going to be able to cross-pollinate and absolutely get the most out of them that way. But actually, maybe if you are a little bit newer to crafting, then you know that you can make that beautiful card that Debbie has just made there. If you just wanted to go for the B, you could, £7.99 or £9.95. If you've got a mini or the smallest die cutting machine, you're still going to be able to make that beautiful concept that Debbie has made really, really easily. But it is very busy on these. I think most people seeing the value in getting the whole collection, Debbie. And as you were saying earlier, there is just something about crafters, isn't there? Just, you've got to have the lot. There's nothing better than a complete collection.
Yeah, absolutely. You just need everything, don't you? And there we go. So if I just turn my bee round, keep spinning him, and the more you spin, the more he'll spin when you take him round. Pull it round to the front, and then when you let him go, he's gonna just spin beautifully. But a really nice way, oh, we just need to pop that back in there, but it's just a really nice way of doing a different sort of card and actually having it more of a box card, but it still lays flat, which is fabulous.
Oh, awesome. Really, really love that. And remember, that is just one of many, many different concepts you're going to be able to do with this collection. It did launch on... Producer Johnny's going to tell me which day it launched on, because if you go back, was it last Thursday? If you go back to the show, what you'll be able to do is, there was a whole 2-hour launch day show on this product, so you'll be able to go and watch that back with Ben and Sarah, and that's got loads, I'm guessing that's got at least 6 or 7 different demonstrations on there for you. You'll be able to go and get that inspiration as well. Now, what you've got are, here's the different options, let's run through them again for you. You've got the bee, remember they're all available individually or on a 2 for £13 or $16. Best way to get the best value is to go for the big collection. This is the twirling butterfly. We've then got the twirling bird. You've got the twirling cat. We have the bunny. You've got the doggo in there. The elephant, it's definitely a baby elephant, that one, isn't it? It's super, super cute. And then you've got this one here, which is the unicorn as well. Really, really awesome. I love the aperture, actually, on the unicorn. It's like a ribbon almost, isn't it? It's really, really cool. A banner, that's the word I was looking for. £50 or $60 if you want to go for that. Club Inspire Platinum members, you can get that for £40 if you're, £40 if you're in the UK, $48 if you're in the US. Really, really great deal. The advent calendar. Or you can tell it's nearly Christmas. They're in the gallery like, it's behind you. Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, yes, yeah. Oh, honestly. You just, I mean... We're never going to get there. We're never going to get the Crafter's Companion Panto off the ground at this rate. My, oh my. Make sure that you, Adam and Johnny, I almost called you Donkey and Adam then. Johnny and Adam, you two are definitely going to have to play the donkey. You can work out between you which one's going to be the rear, I don't care. Right, let's move on to the Christmas Advent Calendar. We'll take this bit out afterwards, it's fine. Now, this is awesome. And as I was saying earlier, you know what, Debbie? Christmas, for a lot of people, isn't it? Especially the build-up to Christmas, especially if you are... you know, especially if you've got a family and that family lives at home especially as well, it is a lot of concentrating on other people Christmas. Don't you think? Like buying stuff for other people and making sure everyone's got what they need. This could be like a little care package to yourself.
Oh, it totally is that, Joe. Everybody needs this in their lives because actually we do deserve that treat out there, don't we? We deserve us crafters to have that little treat for ourselves. And if you don't want to buy it for yourself, just, you know, give a nudge to your loved ones and say, can I have this please for my advent calendar? Because nothing better.
Absolutely, because inside, what's awesome, you've got those 24 windows in there. 24, 25? 24, 25 windows in it. 24 windows, isn't there, in an advent calendar? Yeah. So you've got those 24 windows in here with a different stamp and die between each and every window. Now, the lovely Craig did say, might not do them all live, he did say he's going to do some inspiration for every day of the advent calendar as well, which I think is awesome. But I just think it means that you've got something to look forward to. You know, on those days when you're busy preparing everything, you know, and baking and present wrapping and buying and running around errands for everyone, you know you've got a little crafty treat coming your way as well. Now, I would open a couple of the windows and show you what was inside, but I did it during the HSM preview and I was literally nearly ostracised from the crafting community by our viewers. So I've learnt my lesson. I'm going to stay away from opening them up. I'm going to let it be a surprise for you when you get it home, but it is already very, very busy. $24.99 or $34.99. I don't know how much longer we'll bring it to you for as well in the run-up to Christmas. Obviously, we only have a finite amount of our advent calendars, and I know that they're sold out every year previously as well. So I don't think there's a huge amount of them to go around. If you do want one, now might be a great time to snap one up. Is that for real? Oh, Debbie, we're only double figures now left on stock wise on the advent calendar. There's more people watching than we've got stock remaining. So, and it's only October the 13th. Just check there on the iPad. October the 13th. So yes, there's going to be a lot of disappointed people at this rate. Do make sure you grab that if you want it. Right, loads of other stuff in the show. Let's pop that back up there. We'll practice that joke again. We know that joke now for later, so we'll get that right. It's behind you, hopefully. We're going to move on to the hint of classics. Now it's rare actually. You know, it's really rare that we bring you brand new colours in any of our Spectrum Noir ranges. So it was really exciting when not only did we bring you, one or two new colours, actually 36 brand new colours for you. And it's called a hint of. And it's basically a collection of colours that all work together really well. So you've got 6 different 6-piece collections. Let me show you the board so you can see exactly what you're getting here. So you've got all of these. They're really lovely sort of blush pastel colours that you're getting in here, and there's 6 different collections. So you've got barely brights, delicate florals, you've got elegant hues, you've then also got the exquisite pastels, tinted naturals, and you've got the chic neutrals in here as well. Now these, Debbie, these will all play nicely on their own, but they'll still work well, won't they? If you've already got our other classics, you shouldn't. It's not like a these or the other sort of type situation.
Oh my goodness, Joe! I've been so excited to get my hands on these. Honestly, I feel like I've been teased this last week, and I can't wait to show you how they work. What's fabulous about them is the fact that if you have got our Spectrum Noir markers, they're going to all work in conjunction with them and just be able to make even more blendability with them. So what we've actually got here is our hint of, which means it's that touch of colour to your already penned system. So if I can just take a pack and I'll explain. When you get your pens at home, and please, if you've got all the other sets, go for these ones as well, because what you'll see on here, we probably can't pick this up so closely, but it actually tells us it's a number. So we've got our LV05. Now the 05 you are going to find, so we look at it here, you're going to find that the LV05 is going to be, oh, wrong way, there we go, is going to absolutely mean that it's the 05 that is beneath that colour that you've already got. So I did have it the right way. Look, I thought it was me. I thought the cameras must be upside down to what I'm showing you. So the 05 on all of these is really important because it means it's that faded, blended down colour to what you've already got in your system. So, and they work exactly the same way. You have your bullet nib and you have that beautiful chisel nib as well. So you get all that lay down of colour. Yeah, these are absolutely fabulous, Joe.
They really are beautiful, and the quality of them is amazing. They really are sort of the top of the line when it comes to the alcohol markers that we bring. A lot of you commenting away. We've got a very chatty bunch in today, you know, Debbie, which is awesome. Christine says, first time watching Debbie demonstrate, and I am really, really excited. Kathy says, she's got hers ordered. Carrie says she's got hers ordered as well. Rose saying she's got all of the spinner dies on order too, and lots of love for the advent calendar as well. Andrea says it brings back kid-like excitement to me. I can't wait. Don't do what I used to do though and just open all the windows on like day 4 and scoff all the chocolate because it's just I just don't have the resolve, Debbie. I think that's what it is.
Oh, Joe, I'm really disappointed in you. Yes, don't do it
okay.
because actually the excitement of every single day, Joe, you can't just eat all those chocolates at once. But luckily for you, this is calorie free, so you can open
yes.
And can I just say, we probably haven't mentioned anyone that's only just seen the advent calendar, and there really isn't a lot left. So if you want to treat yourself, make sure you're doing today's show. But they actually come. Each window comes with a stamp and a die in every single one. It's the first time we've done an advent calendar like that, so it really is awesome. Right, the hint of classics. What I love about these samples, Joe, make me so happy. These remind me, so if we look at the samples here, as we go through them, these samples remind me of sorbets. Do you know when you get those just really gorgeous, beautiful colours that are sort of almost muted down with waters? They look gorgeous. I mean, look at the colours on here. It really is that just fairy tale, ice cream, sorbets, candy floss colours that look incredible. We've got stamps as well on the show. I mean, look how beautiful those seahorses look. Just really beautiful muted colours. I love this bunny. I mean, we've got
well, you could have fooled me, Debbie.
I was thinking a floppy bunny then, a floppy bunny. But yeah, really nice one. It's just lovely. And if you want florals, we've got florals as well. But look at all those gorgeous colours. I mean, they really are something to just make you smile about. Look at this green on here. So as much as it's lovely and vivid, it's got that really nice toned down colour as well. Just absolutely beautiful. So shall we show how they work then, Joe?
Yes, please.
Let's pop these samples to one side and I've got my bunny on top, so let's do the bunny. A gorgeous one to use, looks amazing. So I was too quick then, turned it all around. So we'll take them out. I love our stamps because what we've got with the stamps is a whole sheet of all extras. We never leave any space, which is great. So you've got extra grass to mat and layer, you've got your flowers to do, you've got all your sentiments and that beautiful large bunny rabbit. Now, what's great about these stamps is they are photopolymer. Now, photopolymer means high grade. So they're a really good quality and they're going to stamp beautifully every single time. But to make absolutely sure, I brought in my stamping platform. So I'm going to pick up my rabbit there. We're just going to lay down a piece of card in the centre, pop my magnets into place, and then stamp our bunny. I'm just going to check we've got that in the right place.
There's a lot of love for the seahorse, Debbie, you know. Asuli says, I love the seahorse. Tall Chicky 8 says, I love the seahorse. Reminds me of the Coney Island Aquarium. Wow, how exotic.
Very nice. How lovely. I love seahorses. Yeah, I don't know, does anyone know seahorses?
Have you ever seen a seahorse give birth?
Actually, I think I might have done.
It's like a fire extinguisher going off.
Yes, and it literally shoots away.
It does, yeah. And also, it's the males that give birth as well, which is interesting.
Oh, well, I never knew that.
When I was a kid, we went to Orlando on holiday, and we saw a seahorse give birth in an aquarium by accident. Yeah, it's harrowing.
Wow. Yeah, they're beautiful. I don't know, are they friendly? I don't even know anything really about
seahorses.
Seahorses.
Do you know there's quite a large population
Look at
of
that bunny.
seahorses in the UK, and they are on the numbers are coming back up again as well. In fact, across the up in the northeast coast, there's a lot of well, I don't want to say indigenous. That's not the right word, is it? But
you're full of words this last couple of days.
So full of words. None of them the right ones.
None
though,
of them making
Debbie.
sense.
No. What's the word? It'll come to me. I'll come back to you, okay?
Yeah, I'm not sure. He'll find it. He'll find it. Right, so I've got 3 colours. Now I'm using the Chic Neutrals. This is a great set for if you're doing your facial colouring. So any skin colouring, it would look amazing. So we've got our 3 different colours again. So we've got our golden brown 05, and then we've got our muted brown 05, and then our tan 05. So the O means it's always below your colour family in the spectrum Noir. So what I am going to use to start off with is our lightest colour, so that's our GB05. I'm going to actually lay down with my chisel nib because it gives me the quickest lay down of colour rather than the bullet nib. So as we just go round.
Seahorses apparently also have no teeth and no stomachs, according to Johnny.
Wow.
They eat a lot as well, is what he's trying to tell us.
I love that
they sound a lot like our director Adam, actually. Yeah, he's eating again. He's never not eating our director Adam, is he?
I think yes, he is always eating, and he's stick thin. It's just not fair. We're talking, Joe, and no one probably knows what we're talking about.
Yes, we're talking about seahorses, by the way. Producer Johnny is on it with the seahorse facts today to celebrate the fact that the seahorse is in this stamp collection. I still can't think of the word that I was trying to think of, Debbie. It's going to come to me at some point. It's very busy on the Hint of Classics collections. You guys absolutely love these. They were really busy when, I think it was Debbie and Ben launched these on a Colour Me Happy about a week and a half ago now. So you can go back and watch that back as well, which is awesome. So you've got all of that 2 hours of inspiration with Debbie and Ben that you're going to be able to watch as well. Do you know why I love this bunny? He's like a bit chubby, isn't he? He's got some like rolls going on, which I think is quite fabulous. He's a chubby bunny.
He's a chubby bunny. He is a bit of a chubby bunny, but he might not be chubby, he just might be very hairy.
I guess so.
Yeah,
Maybe that's my problem.
Is that your excuse?
Maybe that's my problem. Yeah, I'm not chubby, I'm just
chubby,
very
he's just
hairy.
Yeah, I love that.
If you want to go for the chubby bunny stamp as well, it's along the bottom of your screen there, £39 or $49. And that stamp set as well, they were designed specifically for this range of classiques as well. So if you're looking for something that's going to work with, because I think that's the thing a lot of the time, isn't it? When you get a new collection maybe of colouring implements, Debbie, you then are going through your stash to try and find something that will work well with it. Great to have a whole range of stamps that you know are going to be so easy to use with them.
Oh, so much so. I really like that the design team bring out stamps that really go well with your colouring. What's lovely about this range of stamps is the fact that if you are new to colouring, you've got a really good surface to practice on. And then if you're someone that really just loves colouring, it's your thing and you do it all the time, they're just really nice images to sit and colour with. And they can be as quick or as long as you want them to be. What I like is all the shading's been put in there for you. I mean, you can see how quick and easy we're building up that colour. And then if I was to just bring in another one and add in, let's just say we want to add in a darker colour. So this is from our tinted neutrals, and I'm using the EB05.
Debbie?
Yes.
I've got it.
Oh, he's got the
native.
word.
The word is native. Seahorses.
Oh,
there are native seahorse populations in the northeast coastline. There you go.
And that makes sense, Joe, but that wasn't a word you really came up with in the first place at
Indigenous, which was nearly, but not really the same.
Native. There we go. Yes. Joe, we need a Joe dictionary, don't we?
We really do, yeah. Or maybe some sort of Google Translate app or something, I think sometimes.
I do love it, Joe. Don't ever change.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, don't ever change.
That's what I say to Debbie when she says really silly things as well. Not the Debbie with a Y, Debbie
I was
Robinson.
going to say Debbie Robinson, yeah.
Talking of Debbie with a Y, she's going to be here tomorrow. Creative Cravings tomorrow in the 4 p.m. slot, myself and Debbie. Also, I've got a brilliant masterclass tomorrow as well, 1 p.m. with Craig, 1 p.m. here in the UK, 8 a.m. on the East Coast, so make sure you join us both for that. It's a really fabulous day actually tomorrow here on Crafters TV. You're going to absolutely love it.
So you can see how quick and easy they were to lay down, Joe. I'm just going to bring in a finished card with our bunny done, just popped onto a card, and it just shows you the sort of effects that you can get, but the muted tones you get with those looks absolutely fabulous.
I think this would really go well with your aqua markers as well, you know, your watercolouring techniques, because they're quite sort of muted and a little bit pared back, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and what's really nice, it doesn't matter what mediums you got, those stamps are going to really work for those. But if you want to treat yourself, go for those new classic hint of, because actually it just means you've then got the full collection if you've got the pens before as well, because they're all those pens that are going to work well together.
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe you've already got the full collection of the classic markers. Maybe you need a full set of classic markers. Might be one of those coming up soon at an amazing price. Can't say any more about that thing that we can't talk about. That was very cryptic, wasn't it? All will become clear in the next couple of weeks. Right, the Spectrum Noir colouring system. So this is, again, this is that hint of classic. And it's kind of hard. It's a shame, really, that it doesn't, I don't think it really plays very well in the light or on the cardstock that it's on here. This is printed, basically, these colours. So it isn't going to be quite, it's not as, the colour saturation isn't as bold as it is when they're actually coloured from the pens. But it does give you an idea of the colours that you're going to receive. So you're going to get the barely brights, the delicate florals, the elegant hues, the exquisite pastels, you've got the tinted naturals and the chic neutrals as well. So you're going to get all 36 of those brand new colours. Now remember, because they're sort of a colour, they're at the bottom end basically of all the colour families. So normally LY or GT would start with a 1, this is a 0, 5, so they're sort of the bottom end of all of the colour families. It means that if you already own the full range of classics, you're going to absolutely love being able to blend these and get even a much more extended blending range, if you will. £54 at $80 if you want to go for those today. You guys absolutely love those. Something else that you love when we launched them, and continue to be busy even now actually, are over the edge characters. Now these are awesome because they're one die set that does loads for you. And there's a few different ways of getting hold of these. You can get them individually if you want to. They are $11.99 or $16.95 individually. You can get them in pairs, so 2 of these for £20 or $30. Or you can get them all together, which represents far and away the best value when you get them all for £60 or $80. Let me take you through what you are getting. So you're getting stamps and dies, but you can see the die is broken down into 3 elements, which is awesome. So what you've got is you can cut the character either over this side of the card, just here. You can cut it with the top edge sticking out, which gives you this really lovely sort of topper shape, or you can cut it on the outside. Now, if you are a bit clever with these, you could actually cut the side and the top out. So you could have just this part here connected. You could put them all together and cut out pretty much the whole character as well if you want. So there's lots of different ideas whether you want to have them popping up or popping out from either side, and you can do that for all of these different characters. You've also got embellishing dies, you've got sentiment dies in there as well, so you've got something to complete a whole project, which is awesome. So you've got Have a Nice Day, which is that first one. You've then got Feline Friends, which are the 2 pussycats just there. We've got this one, which is paw prints with those dogs. They look cheeky. They definitely look like they've been up to some sort of mischief, those 2, don't they? So you've got those 2. You've also got the bear as well with the birthday balloons. And you've got these 2, which are Birds and Bloom. Now, they've got those. There are 3 as well, additional ones. I know a lot of you, if you've got the collection from HSN, you might already have those ones. There are additional 3 as well that are available individually. They're in this collection too, but I think a few of you maybe out there wouldn't have these ones. And this one is your Hello Beautiful, is this one here, with the gorgeous little schmetterlings that you can see just there. With this one just here, this is your May Your Day Sparkle, the next one, which is the wrong way around. There we are. Which is now again the wrong way around. May Your Day Sparkle which is this one just here. And then there's another one with the gorgeous unicorn, which is called Magical Wishes as well. And they are all available individually too, if you want to get them like that. I just think they're fantastic. I think they're a lot of fun. You're going to love colouring them, and there's quite a lot of open space in them. The details aren't really like intricate in any way. So I think if you are fairly new to colouring, it would again be a great way to go. Best way to get the best value is to get them all together, £60 or $80, get them individually, or get them any two for £20 or $30. It is totally up to you. Debbie, which one are you going to, which one have you whittled it down to demonstrate with these?
Well, I'm going to do the mouse, but I thought I'd just show a few quick samples beforehand, because they are really amazing. I love these. I love the concept. I think it's the first time ever we've done anything that you can cut over the edge of something, as well as cut the full topper out, or you can then cut to the right hand side, so you can see it's cut on this edge here. I mean, how beautiful is this one? It is so spring-like. I know we are going into sort of winter times, but there is some really happy cards to be made out of these, with being able to cut all those edges perfectly. Absolutely love the fairy. I mean, she is just so beautiful. And then cutting over the top like this, I mean, this is one of Sarah's favourite cards to do. She loves the Z fold card, but having two stamped along that bottom bit, they just look amazing. And what I love about these types of stamps is you can personalize these to whatever your dogs look like, or the colors of that your pets look like. Everything they are just amazing. And then just another one there where we've got those beautiful cats, so choose which ones you like, maybe just the florals. I mean, how gorgeous does that look by cutting one on the side, this side, and one on the opposite side, and you've got the dies to do that. So really beautiful designs. So I'm going to start off with the mouse, and we're going to stamp him onto a piece of card. Now I've sort of well prepped this, so I've got all different pieces. So we've got our piece of card. I'm just going to measure that. That's an 8 by 7 inches. And then what I've done down the center, I've just drawn myself a really faint pencil line. So then what we're going to do is, there it is, have that together, is take out our Stampin' Dies. As with everything we do, you can see we've got 1, 2, 3 different dies. The 3 different dies are for the top, the left-hand side and the right-hand side. You are getting another booklet here to explain step-by-step instructions of exactly how you put them together and how you would make the cards, so you're not left to just blindly look to see how they work. Then we've got our full stamp set, again a really large stamp set with all different elements, so extra flowers for you to use, all your different sentiments, and that really lovely die there. So the first thing I'm going to do is I need to work out, when I'm stamping down, I would be stamping my mouse here, and then I want to work out which dies I'm going to use on where. So I would put the dies where you're going to use them, so I can see this one doesn't go here, it's going to go onto this side. Does it? No, let's do it again. It's because I'm doing it the wrong way. There we go. That's it. So it is this one here going down onto that side. And then my opposite one, let me find the right one here. That's the one that goes down onto this side. So I can then place that to each end. So I've measured my die and I'm going to put those points on each one. Then put a piece of tape.
It's funny because it doesn't. You have to just trust it, don't you, at this point? Because it just doesn't look right, does it, to begin with?
Yeah, and that's why I always say use your stamp as a guideline, so then you know exactly that you're putting it in the right place. And then we're going to run that through our Gemini. Find my plates, Joe. There we go.
Gwyneth Branch on YouTube. She needs a slap wrist, Debbie.
Do
you know why?
Needs a slapped wrist.
She needs a slap wrist, honestly. She's been really naughty.
Oh,
she's
dear.
opened every single window on her advent calendar already.
No.
But she does also say anyone that buys one will be absolutely delighted. She says she now knows what's in it.
That's so
Gwyneth,
funny.
you are firmly on the naughty list. I think if you want to grab the advent calendar, I'll put the details on the bottom of the screen for you. It's great value to get, something every single day, which is awesome.
Yes, that's very naughty, isn't it? Mind you, you know what? It's your advent calendar, and if it pleases you to do that, then absolutely, it's a good way to be.
You could maybe just get yourself another one and have something to open
That's quite
then.
true, yeah, that's quite true. So we've done our, oh, I'm stuck on my tape there. So we've got our sent out bit there. So then what you would do is bring in your stamp set. Just make sure I don't lose any of my dies there. Pop them back on the covering. I've learned the hard way, Joe, to actually make sure you put all your stamps and dies back, because otherwise you end up losing them. Yes.
The dog ends up running off with one.
Yeah, and I lost a die for a long, long time, and it was actually stuck to the bottom of my metal shim. So every time I was running through, it was all it kept doing was just cutting through, and I couldn't work it out.
How long did it take you to realise?
Quite a while, actually. Sometimes I use my metal shim just for, as not to cut anything onto. I just use it as one of the platforms inside.
Right.
And because I'd done that, I just never noticed. And then I kept thinking, because it did start to cut more than I wanted it to. And then I started to realise, so I checked it and found a die stuck on the bottom.
Oh dear.
I know.
What you like.
I know, it's terrible, isn't it? I'm sure we've all done it. Or maybe not, let us know. So I'm just going to pick that up. I've popped that into place. So again, this is a great way to use your mat, because you'll know that you're just going to ink up our stamp. So it's quite a nice large stamp. I like to sort of turn it round, because I do think you have more pressure on one point when you're inking. So I like to just turn it round to make sure that's all completely covered.
Well, it turns out we are a community of absolute rebels, Debbie, because I've got another one.
Hello.
Christina Scott, she's also opened all of her advent calendar as well.
My goodness.
Oh no.
Isn't it funny how there's probably I wonder what the percentage is, because I would never, but then I'm a person that likes surprises, Joe, so I've got a lot of patience. I can wait. So I'd just be really excited for the next day to come to be able to open it. But I do sort of get, my daughter would never be able to wait.
Really?
She's totally the opposite. She would have to open it.
Do you know what? Maybe we need to have an advent calendar openers amnesty right here in this launch party show. So I tell you what, this is your one chance, right? If you've opened the advent calendar already, let me know in the comments on Facebook, on the Crafters TV Facebook. And you've only got, we won't shame you, or we won't tell you off, but it's your only opportunity. So then after today, we're going to go back to saying that you're naughty. So yeah, it was Christina says she's opened it. Tammy's just received hers as well, and she's also tempted to open it. There you go.
Oh, I think it's nice at the time because you love all those surprises and think, oh my God, this is great. But then when it comes to December, what are you going to open? You know, you've got to have a little bit of patience.
You can get yourself a cheese one in December.
A cheese one?
Yeah, you can buy cheese advent calendars. They hang on the inside of the fridge door, you know.
Wow.
And I know you can get like cosmetics ones as well, can't you? Some of the really big beauty brands do
oh yes,
cosmetics.
They're
like hundreds and hundreds of pounds.
Yeah.
The one I saw that looked awesome.
Yeah, they would be mine. But you do really make good savings on there, Joe.
Oh, Sam McDonald, hers is on top of the mantelpiece, unopened. You'll be pleased to know.
Sam.
Deborah Pleasant on Facebook, she's opened hers as well. So there's more of you than we think, you know, I think out there that have already opened. It's totally up to you.
Isn't it funny? Everyone's different, Joe.
Can you imagine if we were all the same? How boring would life be?
Very true, very true. So all these people that have opened theirs, they have no patience.
No, but yeah, I guess so. I mean, yeah, I would be tempted to open it. I think I am, you know, there's two types of people in the world. You know, people that open their advent calendar all at once at the start before they're meant to, people that don't. I think I'd be in the people that do category. Debbie would definitely be in the people that don't.
Yes.
I think Johnny'd be in the people that don't. Producer Johnny.
Yeah,
Director
Johnny's
Adam, he's
like
totally in the people that do
back.
camp, I reckon. Yeah, I reckon
What about
he'd definitely
Adam?
open
I
it
think
all.
Adam would actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he agrees. He'd
Isn't
open it all
it funny
immediately.
that we can work everyone out so quickly?
Maybe it's like a new personality test. Give them the Crafts Companion advent calendar. See if they manage to open
that's me.
it. Johnny's the sort of person that would buy it now, forget he'd got it, buy another one, open the first one in December, and then in February he'd find the old one.
I actually did that not long ago. I bought something and I forgot I'd bought it and I ordered it.
I did that with my housemate's Christmas present last year. I got us tickets to go and see a comedian that we both love, Russell Howard, and I got them really early in like October, so I was done. Got to Christmas, forgot I'd bought them, went out and bought another really lovely present, wrapped it up, put it under the tree, and then on the 26th I remembered about the tickets I'd already bought in October. Unfortunately as well, her birthday wasn't until September, so I had to just give them to her. I couldn't even wait for a birthday. Oh, nightmare.
And do you know what the worst thing is? Everybody has smartphones these days, don't they? So actually all you have to do is set yourself a reminder. So, but we just tend to forget to do that.
We do. I've only just digitalised my diary, Debbie, and I thought like now was a good time to do it because it's got nothing in it basically. We can't go anywhere or do anything pretty much. But I had a paper diary right up until the beginning of lockdown, and I must admit, even now with an electronic diary, I still don't know where I'm meant to be or what's meant to be going on. I'm a bit of a nightmare. Carol says, Joe, I could never wait that long. I opened mine the very day it came. Gwyneth says it's her third advent calendar. She loved the other two. And this is interesting. She says she still uses lots of the stuff from the other two as well, which is awesome. Linda D on YouTube says, I had mine quite a while, was so good, but don't like surprises, and caved in about 1 p.m. this afternoon, and they are all opened. You go, Linda. Ange says, no patient in opening packaging. Christmas or birthday present, zero patience. I want to know now. Pamela, she's tucked hers away. Now I just hope I do not forget it on December 1st. I love this. I feel like it's a little insight into all of our psyches, this advent calendar conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
That mouse is coming together beautifully, Debbie.
Yeah, so I'm actually getting a bit carried away. I wasn't even going to do it all, Joe, but I just wanted to get him finished. I do have a finished card, but I just thought it'd be really nice to sort of show him and I'm using the tri-blend pens. But what I love about these is the depth that we can create using, with our mouse. He's come together lovely. And then I'm just going to do just a couple of flowers just to show you how we can really add depth into our flowers with our alcohol marker colouring. And you can also still do that with the classic hint of as well, because what you can actually do is just make sure you use your lightest colours and then use your darkest colours afterwards. So even though they're quite light, you'll still get that definition of adding your light and dark shades. Awesome. So just going around with my lightest orange, but with this I'm then going to switch right to the dark one. So we would normally blend from 1 to 2 into 3, but I just want to build up that sort of colour coming in the centre here.
Now this mouse reminds me of a character from a film, an animated film, and I can't think which one it is for the life of me, Debbie. I've been thinking about it for the last 10 minutes. It's unlike me to not be able to remember something, isn't it? It's
very unlike you, yes, Joe. Well, if it's anything like your words, it's probably not.
Faye says her advent calendar is on a hook in her craft room. It's tempting her daily. It's looking at her. Is it talking to you, Faye? I bet it's saying, open me. Just open one of my little doors. I bet that's what it's saying to you.
And then I'm on the other shoulder saying, don't, wait till December. You'll have no surprises.
I haven't had an advent calendar for years, Debbie.
Oh, I have one every year.
Do you?
Yes.
A chocolate one?
A chocolate one, of course. It's the only time when I feel like I can be really naughty and it's allowed.
Well, we were pretty naughty. We were both pretty naughty last night, Debbie, to be fair.
We were so naughty last night. Yes, we was. Yeah. And it was, I don't even have any regrets, Joe. It was delicious.
We should maybe elaborate here. So Debbie made dinner last night and had a very naughty dessert, which was some cinnamon rolls. And she got the cinnamon rolls, and they were iced as well, weren't they, Debbie? Warmed them up in the microwave, and then poured thick double cream over them as well. Oh, it was so naughty, but it was so delicious, and we didn't regret it at all. Debbie made me dinner last night as well. She made me baked enchiladas, and they were spicy and delicious. I loved them.
It was lovely having dinner together, Joe.
It was.
And it was lovely because poor Joe, we'll all get the violins out now, but he never has dinner cooked for him. He said, no one ever cooks me dinner. So it was lovely.
I mean, it's not like I really cooked dinner for anyone else, so, I mean,
Well, you have cooked dinner for me before, Joe.
Reheated. Let's say reheated.
Well, not completely cooked, but a ready-made meal that was, heated up in the oven.
Yeah, but my banter's amazing.
It was of the finest. It was of the finest kind.
Well, it was actually a finest meal, but
It was
anyway.
the finest meal.
Laura says, I got a wine advent calendar a couple of years ago. Still haven't opened it, but I don't drink it. Hang on, let me try that again. Still... Laura's been in touch on Facebook. She says, I feel like I've been at the wine advent calendar. I got a wine advent calendar in a couple of years ago. Still haven't opened it, but I don't drink. Pretty cool. They look like little test tubes. That sounds fun. I'd definitely open that as soon as I got it. I can assure you, Debbie.
So, Joe, this is the one I've been colouring in. And then my finished one that I've already done. All I've added is some extra little flowers there and just a little note there from all our stamp sets, which you're getting all in there. But what a really nice way of just having that opening straight from the edge. So it's almost just like our normal regular editable cards, but it has that bit of a twist where you've got that beautiful mouse on there and your colours. And better still, you can do it in whatever colours that you like to do it in.
Absolutely, and the great thing is, it's awesome value because you've got a great saving on this. £35.92, £55.60, which is awesome value. Let me run you through what you're getting. So you're going to get in the big collection, you're going to get the mouse, you're also going to get the puddy cats, you're going to get the dogs who are just so mischievous looking, you've got the bear, and you've also then got the birds in there as well. There are 3 others as well. Let me just pop this down here and I'm going to show you the other 3 that you are getting. You are going to get that gorgeous unicorn in here. I just think it's such a really lovely concept where you've got the 3 different ways of using it. You've got the butterflies in the florals there, and you're also going to get that wonderful fairy in there too. So you get all of those for that awesome price of £60 or $80. Club Inspired Platinum members will save another £12 or another $16 on that, which is absolutely awesome. Right, every single launch party, we always bring you an Explorer kit. Today is no exception, and it is one of our Peekaboo die sets that we've got for you. But we've given you kind of everything you need to get going. So what you've got is the main die itself, which is going to cut the sentiment and the little character. You've got all the stamps you need in there also. We're going to give you the window arches as well. Now what the arches do is they create this frame here. See this aperture here? That's created by the arch. Now you can either use the squarer one as we've used, or you do get a rounded one as well. And I think you'll use that in loads of other areas of your craft too. We're going to give you a alcohol-proof dye ink pad, which is what you need for the colouring in. And you're going to get the cardstock in there as well. So you've really got absolutely everything you need with that one. And it creates really gorgeous finished projects like these, which I just think are super adorable. I love the fact as well that you can see their little bums on there as well, which is great. And again, you can use this one here too. Really awesome. They're super, super cute. You're going to make lots of lovely concepts. We've done 2 masterclasses, I believe, just on this collection, because this forms part of a much wider collection. There's 2 masterclasses, 4 hours of inspiration on that die concept. So you're going to be able to go back and watch that over on our website and get loads and loads of inspiration and ideas for that as well, which is awesome. Lots of people, Kathy was asking what markers Debbie was using on the cards. It was the tri-blend markers, I believe, wasn't it, Debbie?
It was, yeah.
Awesome. Ariane says, I have opened it. It's way too long to wait until December. Maybe I should have put it out of sight. Then I might have forgotten about it. Tammy says, was the mouse from The Great Mouse Detective? I don't think so. Karen says, was it from An American Tale? I think it might be the mouse from An American Tale.
Of, yes.
Yeah, that was definitely the one I was thinking of, actually. And Tracy's saying the mouse reminds her of the character from the children's book, Chrysostomum. Chrysostomum? I wonder if that's a typo. I'm not sure. C-H-R-Y. I'm not going to spell it. But it definitely says Chrysostomum, which doesn't sound right. Maybe get back in touch with me, Tracy, and let me know that I am not losing my mind. Right, let's move on. Are we going back to the spinners? Let's go back to the spinners. It's been a really odd couple of days, isn't it, Johnny? You've still got 2 more days of me this week after today as well, so aren't you lucky? Right, we're in this spinner collection. We've got the beads. I love the value for money on this. To get 8 brand new concepts cards for this price is awesome. So you've got the bees in here, you've got the butterflies, you've got the twirling bird, that gorgeous pussycat. I love the fish on there as well. I think they're going to look awesome. And I love the fact that it's all a sort of goldfish bowl that he's in as well. Really awesome. That bunny. And also, I think you're going to use these, the aperture die in definitely in other cards. You've got the little dog house there, which could be a regular house if you wanted it to be. And then you've got the elephant there with the balloon, giving me Dumbo feels. And then, of course, that unicorn there with the banner as well. I love the little rainbow in the clouds as well. Now, if you want to go for them individually, absolutely can. What amazing value as well, considering you're not just getting dies, you're also getting stamps. And that aperture die in there, $7.99 or $9.95. Really great value. You can get any two of them for £13 or $16. But the best way to get the best value, as always, comes when you buy the whole collection. I hope Tracy was going to be back to me by now, but she hasn't got back to me next. I'm going to have to Google if there is a book called Chrysostomum in a moment. Right, super busy on these, Debbie. I know they've only been on once before. I think these are going to be really, they're going to be really usable in the fact that they're not really occasion or gender specific, are they? You could give them to lots and lots of different people for lots of different occasions.
Oh, absolutely. They're just going to be amazing, aren't they? Because they're so cute. Lots of things you can do with them. I like something that can create multiple, and I mean loads and loads and loads and loads of concept cards, because there's nothing better than having something that really interests you and sparks your imagination, especially in the craft world. So to be able to think once you're doing a card to then pop that into another imaginative card is really incredible. So shall we get started on another demo?
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah, so what we're going to do, we're going to use the twirling, that's Joe, twirling dog die.
I want to see Google's twerking dog, I think is the first thing we're going to do now.
You put that in my head, Joe, twerking dogs. I suppose they are a little bit twerking, aren't they? Because they're the twirling, twerking dog. There we go. So again, I'm going to open up my package. You're getting everything in there, including your dies. I love this one. You're actually getting the dog house itself. So you're getting the dog house, plus all these little accessory dies, which is great. Then you're getting your stamps as well, and your instruction booklet that goes with them. So it doesn't matter which one you go for, you will get that instruction booklet. So what I am going to do is I've got a piece of card here. I've just used this out of Sarah's Garden of Love paper pad, and this time though I'm not going to glue this on. I'm just going to stick it down with some low-tack tape. Because I want to then be able to put my string in between my workings. And then we're going to take that doghouse one. What I've done, I haven't even explained. Let me just close my card. So I've made a 7x5" card blank, and I've just scored in the centre to turn that into a half-fold gatefold card. And then I'm going to cut this directly, feel where that line is, and just cut that into the centre, so I can sort of feel where I've marked that. It's roughly halfway, and then we will just stick that into place as well. So I'm just going to grab another piece of tape, which I've got just here. Pop that down and tape that in place, and then we can send that through our Gemini. So
awesome.
Now remember, you can use any machines. The dies will go through as small as the Gemini Mini, but if you do want to make larger concept cards, you can use anything from your Gemini Junior to your big Gemini.
Awesome. Still getting busier and busier on these as well. Chrysanthemum. I knew what you meant, says Tracy. I knew what you meant, Tracy. Chrysanthemum. Oh, is that what the book is called? The book is not called Chrysostomum. It's called Chrysanthemum. I'm glad we got there in the end.
the things that we
really
we
sinister little
think
chuckle you had going on there, Debbie.
I don't even think I can pronounce again what you was trying to say, Joe.
Chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum.
Yeah, which is a flower, isn't it?
A chrysanthemum is a flower, yes.
Right, okay,
yes,
wonderful.
Yes. So I'm just going to fold this into place. So this gives me my aperture there. I've still got that in a tape to my card. So let's just take that away. There we go. I've not actually heard of a film called Chrysanthemum either, though.
Well, that's because it was a book. That's why.
Oh, of course. course. Yes. Now I understand. Yes. Now I've done that. So
I've never heard of a book
my
called
cards. So
Chrysanthemum.
let me just. It doesn't matter because I have another one. I've already pre-prepped. So we pop that to the side, and I'm just going to bring this one in. Now all I've done differently is exactly the same, but I've just inked around using my Fryer Brown. So just inked all around the edges, and you can see I'll just do a quick bit on this bit so you can see just how effective that is by just drawing your eye into the actual thing there, into your actual printed paper. So don't be frightened to use your inks just to draw your eye into that. So what we're going to do now is pop our card together, and then we're going to do our little dog. So I'm going to use my tacky glue, and we're just going to glue that inside piece of card on.
Did you have dogs? Have you got a dog? Do you have a dog?
Yes, we've always had dogs growing
really?
up. Yes.
What sort of dogs?
So when I was younger, we had a bull terrier, an English bull terrier called Tara. And then we had a little Yorkshire Terrier, miniature Yorkshire Terrier. She was tiny, called Pebbles. And then when I left home, we had two German Shepherds.
They're big dogs.
Yeah, they're very big dogs. Oh my goodness, and I still miss them now, Joe. So they both actually lived to 11 years old. They were Kelsey and Mason. And then and we had Tia, which is a little Shih Tzu, and she was the same. In fact, Joe was showing me, was it a picture of your friend's dog?
Well, it's Kelly, who works with us here at Crafters TV, keeps us all right. She has got a little Shih Tzu who's very, very old and refuses to walk anywhere. She has to go like on the bottom of the pram, I think, to go anywhere now.
How old is she?
Her name is. Lola, I don't know how old she is. I think she's about 11 or 12. I could be wrong.
So my Tia is nearly 13.
Yeah.
She's very old. She's got no teeth.
Does she twerk?
She does twerk,
yeah. She does twerk.
Yeah,
okay,
she twerks, of course, yeah. Normally after she's done the business.
Right.
Don't all dogs do that? They sort of shake themselves, don't they?
I love that you did the impression. Thank you for that as well. I hadn't quite got the image until that point.
And I'm talking, Joe, and I've still forgot to do what I was going to do, which is put my string in between, but we'll do it on the back again.
Okay, so. Okay, no. Betsy says, Debbie, I'm dying with your twerking dogs comment. It's been one of those days today, Debbie.
That was your fault, Joe. Yes, putting that in my head. Shouldn't do that. So it's awful. Once I've got something in my head, I can't seem to get it out. It's like that with those silly camp dyes. No, they're not silly dyes. I didn't mean silly dyes, in there silly dyes. I meant because I just couldn't. I still can't remember what they were called, but I kept thinking they were Campology dyes, even though that's bell ringing.
Staycation, stamp and dies.
Staycation, yes, staycation. Just couldn't seem to get that in my head. Yeah, they're definitely not silly. They're amazing. So I'm just going to colour my dog in. Yeah, we can be a little bit silly on here, that's for sure.
Absolutely, we can. We can get away with it. The spinner cards are just too cute, says Kay. Teresa's good girl. She says, I haven't opened it yet. I hide it. Let's hope I can find it again.
And
on
remember
December
it.
1st. Yeah, absolutely. Or you could just have two next year if you forget about it. You never know. Lots of you loving as well these spinners. I would love to see some pictures of you. I know a few of you may have got your hands on them already from when they were launched. If you did, then absolutely send us some pictures. We've got a few actually that we're going to show you after this demonstration, so do stay tuned for that. As I said, there's another great day of shows coming up tomorrow. There's something very exciting happening very soon, which we're not allowed to talk about as well, or talk about when it's happening, which you're all talking about as well online, which we're very excited about.
Very, 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 very excited.
What sort of dog do you think this is, Debbie?
Well, I think it's a spaniel.
Yeah, I was going to say spaniel.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a spaniel.
Those big ears.
It also looks like a cockapoo.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. I've laughed because someone else is laughing, but I don't think that's funny. So.
Labradoodle as well. Maybe it's a bit of a Labradoodle. Cockapoo or a Jackapoo, which is a Jack Russell cross.
Well, I've never heard of that one,
is
Joe.
a Jack Russell cross
Jackapoo.
poodle. I tell you, the other dogs that are absolutely gorgeous are Cocker Spaniels crossed with Labradors. They are.
I can't even imagine what that one's called.
I don't know what the technical term is, and I don't think we should get into it. But they are the most adorable dogs. Anyway, they're like a golden lab crossed with a cocker spaniel. They are absolutely gorgeous. I love dogs. We always had Rhodesian Ridgebacks when I was growing up.
Oh wow, that's
massive,
amazing.
massive dogs.
Yeah, really massive. Yeah, we're definitely. I mean, we've had cats as well. We've had a cat called Sweep, a cat called Lucy, and a cat called Norman.
Norman the cat.
Yeah. So we've had some. Yeah, we've had cats as well. In fact, we've always had pets. I've had rabbits and guinea pigs and gerbils. My daughter, I know we can talk about animals but we're crafting with them. But my daughter pulled off our gerbil's tail, and I actually thought she was joking because she literally come up with her hands behind her back, Joe. No word of a lie. She said, "Mum, I pulled the gerbil's towel off," and I was like, "You can't pull the gerbil's towel off." And then she pulled out her hand, and this big towel was in her hand. And we only found out afterwards that gerbils release their towels if they're scared.
Oh, really?
So this big bone was stuck out of our gerbil's towel. We had to go and have microsurgery on the gerbil.
Debbie, I feel like this is taking a sinister twist.
The gerbil was absolutely fine. It just had a stumpy towel. So
Wow.
it was absolutely fine.
I wish I could jettison parts of myself when I get scared, like my belly. Can you imagine? I just decided I'm a bit scared. I'm going to let it go. And my love handles whilst I'm there as well. And you know what? My thunder thighs, they can come off as well.
I can't actually see what I'm colouring because I'm crying.
Right, Karen says, Joe, where do I find that rabbit stamp that Debbie was colouring from earlier? It's on the show. It is available. It is, I'll give you the details actually. They are coming. They are the ones that are designed to go with the Hint of Classics. So it's that one there on your screen. The Hint of Classic stamp collection with 39 elements. It is within that collection. So that is where you will find it. Go grab it. There are 6 different stamps in there. And it's Some Bunny Loves You. It's available on its own as well at $7.99 or $9.95. So go find it, Karen. Sam McDonald says she's got a Westie Poo, which is a dog.
Westie Poo.
Yeah, so a poodle cross with a Westie.
I bet that is beautiful.
Evelyn's got her son has got a bloodhound and his name is Huckleberry. What a great name for a dog.
That.
Has anyone seen a Pomsky? Has anyone seen those?
Never even
heard
heard
of it.
of
And
it.
it's a Pomeranian crossed with a Husky, which are 2 very different sized dogs. So I'm not really sure how that works. But the dogs, they are cute. So imagine like something that's about the size of a Pomeranian, but looks like a Husky. Like a tiny little toy husky. So cute.
We could literally do a show on dogs, couldn't we? All day long. Everybody loves their dogs.
We could indeed.
Yeah,
I'm definitely a dog person. I
absolutely.
absolutely adore them. And you've got the dog in here. But also, if you're not a dog person, if you're a cat person or a unicorn person or an elephant person or a bunny person, it's all taken care of. Because in this collection, you are getting 8 different themes within here, which is absolutely awesome. So you're going to get the butterflies, the bees, the birds, the cats, the bunny, the dog, the elephant and the unicorn, and you get the low tack tape included as well, which is awesome. And I think to get a whole collection of something for this price is awesome. £50 or $60. If you're a Club Inspired Platinum member, £40 or $48. So it's really good value however you look at it. Whether you're going for the individuals, they are available on a 2-4, so you can get any 2 for £13 or $16 also, which I think is absolutely brilliant. Anne says, Anne in Connecticut says, my dog is supposed to be a Boston Terrier, Rat Terrier cross. According to the internet, they're called brats. There you go.
There you go. There's probably so many different crossbreeds. I think we hear of sort of the what have become the new norm, haven't they, with dog breeds? But I bet there's some really unusual dog breeds out there. So what I've got here, Joe, I've got myself a piece of string. So I just like using, this is just cotton. Cotton's a really good way because it actually twirls really well. And all I'm going to do is use my dog and my my tacky glue, and we're just going to glue this together. And all I'm going to do with that is take my string and place that between each of them and then just layer them on top of each other. So they're cut to the perfect size, each one. You haven't got to worry about working out where it's going to go. Just lay your string in there and pop your dog over the top. Now you can use your Xyron to make them sticky in the middle. Using wet glue is a really good way because you know that you've got that movability if it doesn't go right, and you just push them together and it just looks amazing. But look at the depth of colour we've got in there, and you can see
gorgeous.
how well these
What colour did you use to colour that chap in?
So these ones were the gold brown shades from our tri-blends. Yeah,
Awesome.
from our tri-blend pens. So yeah, it looks really cool, doesn't it? I always wanted a ginger dog because I was always going to call it Scylla.
Scylla?
For Scylla Black.
Oh, Debbie.
I always wanted a dog called Scylla.
I love Scylla Black.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love that. I love that. So I am going to take myself some red liner tape.
Oh, they're comedians in the gallery today. When
They
we said
are
I love Scylla
comedians
Black, they
in
went,
the
oh,
gallery
surprise,
today.
surprise. I don't know if, was Scylla, I don't think Scylla Black was big in the States. I don't think she made it across the pond. Because there was
that'd
the
be nice,
there was the biopic about her life, wasn't there, in recent years, and she went over to America. I feel like it didn't work out. Let me know if you know who Scylla Black is in the comments. I love her.
Yes,
Diana
me
says,
too.
Joe and Debbie, you guys crack me up. I love the two of you together. A Shore Pack on YouTube said, Joe, I've got a piddle, which is a pit American. Oh, hang on. It's a pit bull and a poodle mixed together. It looks like a chocolate Labrador.
Oh, that
sounds
cute. Really cute. Yeah, really cute.
Maybe we should get pictures of dogs. Maybe you should get people to send us in
We
their
will
pictures of their
be
dogs. Debbie.
inundated.
I think
Joe,
we would. And I think,
inundated.
do you know what Johnny says? He's really excited about it. He says definitely send them in studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. He can't wait. They're coming in already and he's so excited, and we'll share some of them with you as we go through the show.
So we're nearly there, Joe. Then what we will do is I'm just going to bring in some little extra elements that I've got. And I've just cut out one of our little dog houses there that we've coloured in. And then what I'm going to do is bring in this next bit. So we're going to make this into our Z-fold card.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so it's just something a little bit different. So we're going to use the bottom piece just to go along. And then just on this side, pop that bit into place.
Brilliant.
So you only stick this piece and the opposite piece at the bottom there.
Crafty Curtis says he had 2 chipmunks. Imagine that, 2 chipmunks.
Chipmunks.
Called Bart and Lisa.
Bart and Lisa, I love that.
I don't think I know what a chipmunk looks like.
Oh, you do. You would have seen a chipmunk. They're really cute.
Are they?
Really,
are they like
really,
a little?
really cute.
What are they though?
Yeah, they
Oh,
are
like
like
a
a little
squirrel?
squirrel, yes.
Like a cross between a squirrel and a, what are the long ones? Ferret. Is it like a ferret? I don't know why that was funny, but oh, it's the hand movement that was funny. You didn't see it, sorry.
So all I've done with the cutout is we've inked that and we're just going to pop it back into that die cut so it looks like our little dog is in the doghouse, literally.
I hope it's a heated dog house. I hope he's got like Netflix and stuff in there, like Porflix or something like that, whatever dogs have.
Oh, dogs
Do you know you have doggy TV?
Yeah, but dogs don't like heat, Joe.
Do they not?
No, they're cold-blooded. So a lot of people think their dogs get cold, but they don't.
Oh,
if they're
really?
shaking, it's because they're nervous, not because they're cold.
Oh.
Yeah, they just get
I didn't know
nervous.
that.
So I'm just going to pop just some of our little bones and balls for our little dog here, just to finish off. Put a couple there.
Awesome.
Oh, we've
Loads of
stuck
pictures
that
coming
one
in of
together.
people's dogs. Johnny is literally cock-a-hoop next door. He's so excited about all these pictures that are coming in. And remember, this is just one of 8 different concepts you've got with these, which is awesome. I think these were really busy when we launched them. It's a beautiful card you've done there, Debbie.
And there we go, yeah. It's a really nice concept card, isn't it? And just having that dog spinning on there, it's just a really cool design for anyone to use. And you can do those sort of things with any of the stamp sets, which are just great.
Let me break them down. They are all available individually for you and on the multi-buy. So any 2 for £13. or $16. Let me give you the details of them all individually as we go through. So you've got the B, which is the one that Debbie demonstrated for you first, with that lovely hexagon aperture in there. Love that you're getting the foliage and the embellishments that go with these as well. This one is your butterfly, your Schmetterling, and again, excuse me, you've got the floral embellishing elements there for you as well. Then you've got the bird with the letter as well, and you've got the lovely love heart aperture. Don't forget, you're going to be able to mix and match the different characters, the different apertures as well. So you could do dogs in all 8 different apertures if you wanted to. You've got the little cat there, which I think is super cute, with the goldfish, and you've got the fish bowl there as well. And then remember, you've also got sentiments in here as well. So the dog did it. Looking perfect, pawsome, feline, all matched to your different stamp and die sets. You've got the bunny there as well. You've then got the dog, which is awesome with that gorgeous dog house. You've then got this one, which is the elephant with the balloon as well. The elephant is super, super cute. And then last but by no means least, you've got the unicorn there with a little rainbow. You've got the banner in there as well. So whichever one you're going for, I know you're going to absolutely love them. But if you want to get them all together, the best way to get the best value is to do exactly that, to get all 8 of them together. We're throwing some low-tack tape into there as well for you as well, which is an essential when it comes to using your stamps and dies. Right, something really, really, really exciting is going to happen really soon. More exciting even than dog pictures. Are you ready? I hope you are.
Ready for some fun? Our biggest celebration ever is right around the corner. So head on over to the Crafters Companion website and let's get carried away.
Absolutely. I can't tell you when it's going to happen. I can tell you it's going to be really, really soon. Right, let me share with you again the classic markers that we've got available for you. So this is them. They are brand new, and they are brand new colours. And I must stress, it is quite rare that we bring you, we add brand new colours to our range, any of our ranges, actually here at Crafts Companion, of course, with Spectrum Noir. So it really is nice to get 36 brand new colours in a range that has been so, so popular. As well. Classics was where it started, and also is kind of like the top of the tree, the creme de la creme when it comes to our alcohol markers. You've got 36 new colours in here that are arranged into 6 collections. So I'll take you through those. You've got barely brights, you've got delicate florals, elegant hues, exquisite pastels, tinted naturals, and the chic neutrals as well. Now, this hasn't been coloured with the pens. This is actually a printout, and I must say the colour saturation is going to be more vivid when you lay down that colour. But it just gives you an idea of what those colours will look like. The great thing about these is you can use all of these individually, either as 36 pens or in their 6-piece collections, and they're going to work beautifully like that. They are also a great extension to all the classic markers that you already had. If you own all of our classic markers, you're still going to be able to utilise and use these to extend the range of your blending, which is absolutely awesome. Loads of you still chatting away. Ange says she's got 2 dogs right at the minute. Sometimes she fosters. She's got a 5.5-year-old mini St Bernard rescue. He weighs 70 pounds, and a 5-year-old pit bull mix. Dita says we had a Chihuahua mixed with a Corgi. Now that sounds like quite the combination. She had a Chihuahua face and a Corgi body. Her name was Sandy. Had her for 12 years. Terry Lee's got a pet, or had a pet raccoon who was leash trained. He was called Bounce. I don't know what a raccoon looks like either, I'm afraid. Doesn't look like a ferret, I don't think, though. Stephanie loves that card as well. Patricia saying she's gone for the spinner dies also. She cannot wait for them to arrive. Will be sometime very, very soon, I hope, no doubt. We must go back to the hint of, Debbie. They're proving very, very popular. And I think they sort of are... They're not niche, are they? But they're very of a style, if you will.
Oh, they are soft and delicious. They are beautiful sorbet colours that will have you just dreaming of beautiful, lovely sunrises because they're such gorgeous, lovely colours. So if we just show some of these samples, they really are absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at every one of these butterflies. They're really soft focused, they're muted, they're gorgeous, soft tones, and they really do remind me of those sort of sorbet ice creams, being on the beach type of colours. Really, really pretty, what I would call pretty colours. Now, what we've got new with this Classique range is because they're a hint of, it means they're a hint of the colours that you've already got. So if you own any of our Spectrum Noir pens, you will find that these colours here, I mean, look how pretty this tea set looks. You will find that these will all blend beautifully well and give extra dimension to your already Spectrum Noir Classiques. What they will do is add a lighter shade of all your colours. So if you've got a turquoise, say 3 and 4 pen, you'll have a turquoise in here maybe that's a 0.5 pen, and that means that you're able then to get that lighter shade in. You can blend beautifully. I love that one, making a shaker card with all that array of butterflies around the outside. And just a couple more, just want to show you all those soft, different, pretty, lovely colours you're going to get from these pens. And as with anything from Spectrum Noir, you're going to find them easy to blend and beautiful to work with. So I'm going to get started straight away. I think what we're going to do this time, just find my pot for my samples. We're going to use the floral. I thought it'd be nice to do some floral ones. So I'm going to be using Have a Lovely Day, and that's got all your roses in it, your sentiments. Again, it fills everything here. This is a great one if you are new to colouring because it's got a nice big amount of space for you to colour with. So I'm just going to pop that down onto my stamping platform and then bring that up. And then I'm going to add, I'm using my Noir Black alcohol proof finesse ink pad. So what's great about this one, it says exactly what it does on the tin, so no more trying to work out what ink pad you need. As long as it's got an alcohol marker on the front and it actually says alcohol proof, then you're absolutely fine. So I'm just going to go in and ink up my stamp, and then we're going to stamp that down onto our service.
Awesome. And also very, don't forget you've got the stamps in here as well. These stamps, of course, designed to work perfectly for this very range. And a lot of the time we'll say, oh, this stamp set was designed to work in conjunction with all of our alcohol markers, or, you know, maybe we thought about when we designed these ones to work with our watercolour markers. It's kind of rare, isn't it, Debbie, that you'll have something that's designed to work with a very specific element of one of our ranges, which is quite a nice idea, really.
Oh, it is a really nice idea. It adds a different dimension, doesn't it, and a different touch to it. So I'm just going to pop myself in a sentiment at the bottom there, just because we have those to use.
Joy Sampson's letting me know that she's adopted a squirrel at our local pond, and he loves it when she brings in peanut M&Ms. Do you know what? I think he's winning. I'd love it if someone bought me peanut M&Ms. She's called him Oliver. How lovely.
Oh, that's so lovely. Yeah, I like that. I'd love to hear the names of your pets. We had a bearded dragon, Joe. So, yeah, a bearded dragon.
Oh,
and we called him Marley because it was near Christmas, so from A Christmas Carol.
Ah, see, I'm not very good with reptiles, Debbie. I must say, I'm a bit scared of them.
Oh, I love reptiles.
Do
I
you?
love it. Yeah, I absolutely love them. Apart from snakes, I'm not a snake person. Don't like snakes.
See, I don't mind snakes so much. Out of all the reptiles, things like lizards and things I can't deal with.
Lizards. Love them.
No.
Yeah. I would have loved an iguana, but they take a lot of keeping. And they grow to the size of where they are, and they normally outgrow like their tanks and that. So they normally end up, I've got a friend that's got one in a room. It's got its own room.
Wow.
It's huge.
Oh, remind me not to go around to that Friends, Debbie.
So what I'm going to start with, Joe, I've got two completely different colours, but because we've got those beautiful colours of those muted colours, they're going to blend really lovely. So I've got my BP05, which is bright pink 05, and then I've got my PL05. So we're just going to start off with the pink, and I'm just going to go in with the brightest colour. I mean, you can see that's a really pretty colour, isn't it? It's so lovely. I'm, as you can tell, a pink girl, so it is my
your top almost, that one.
go-to. Yes, it is, isn't it?
The lovely Mary from Tennessee says she loves pastels, and she says all of these colours are totally luscious. I have to agree with you, Mary. I think they are awesome. Is it right, Mary says, to assume that the hint of classics are also refillable as well?
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. I was just having a look at the packet, actually. I just saw it on the back of the packet. And it says, yes, it's an alcohol-based dye ink, and you can refill them, which is awesome. Don't forget as well, with all of our, well, with pretty much all of our products really, generally, but none more so really than our Spectrum Noir ranges, there's loads of inspiration for all of our ranges on our website, over on our YouTube channel. As I said earlier, there's a whole Colour Me Happy on this specific range of pens as well, so you'll be able to go back and watch all of that. So if you're ever sort of stuck or, you know, thinking, oh, I'm not sure I have the inspiration, absolutely you do. There's always loads of inspiration tutorials for you to follow to make sure you're going to get the best. Because I think colouring, Debbie, fair to say, one of those things that if you didn't have the inspiration or the tools or the education, it's something that's quite difficult to do. But once you kind of got the ground rules going, you find then that once you get confidence starts to get up, it's actually, it's pretty straightforward, isn't it?
You know what, Joe, you've hit it on the head. It's all about confidence and having that that ability to try them out, but you want them, you don't want to be using something that's going to make anything difficult, because all that does is knocks your confidence. You need something that you can pick up straight away, where the ink flows and blends exceptionally well. That way you're never going to lose that confidence. All you're going to do is end up gaining more confidence, because you'll be genuinely shocked how well you colour, because they're so naturally easy to use. I mean, you can see I'm using these two lovely beautiful colours, and we're getting that just gorgeous transition. I'm not even sure we can pick that up because they're lightest, because they're quite light colours. We might not be picking them up on the camera, but when you do use them, you will absolutely see how well they blend together. And I'm not doing anything harder than actually just blending two colours together. But what I will do is I'm just going to grab a third colour to put in the mix, and we're just going to add a little bit of definition into the centre.
Nice to see that you can blend two different colours together as well. I mean, because a lot of the time we blend the same,
colour
we blend
family.
different shades of the same colour together, don't
Yeah.
we? So nice to see that two different colours actually go together as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's because of the lightness in them. They just work really well and harmonious together. But that's looking really lovely. But what I do want to do is there's a darker sort of a red in here, which is our rose blush. So it's our dark red 05. Now, because it's a dark red, it means I can just go in to just where I think the shading will be, just around each petal, and it will just give me a little bit of a highlight to blend in and just give that more definition, which is what we want when we're using alcohol pens. And actually, don't let me forget, Joe, because the other thing I want to do, and I haven't shown it and I keep meaning to, I want to bring in our sparkle, clear sparkle pen, because the clear sparkle works so well as an overlay over alcohol inks.
I didn't realise you could use it over alcohol inks, I must say.
Yeah, and it really is beautiful. So just going to blend that out now with my pink.
So that's your lighter shades that you're going back in with? Going
back into the lighter shades. I mean, that's a dark, that we class that as a dark red that I've used, but because it's a 0.5, it means it's that fraction less, and it just helps. I mean, look at this blending that we're able to achieve with that. They really are beautiful pens to use, and you will definitely want them if you've got the rest of our Spectrum Noir family.
Yeah, absolutely. And remember, if you have got, maybe you don't have the classics, maybe this is going to be your first foray into the Spectrum Noir range. Would you say it would be a good starting point, Debbie?
Oh, an absolute good starting point, yeah. It would be such a good way to actually learn to colour with these, because they colour so beautifully well together, and really just add that touch of colour, which is what they are. They're a hint of colour, and you will be able to build up your confidence until you're ready then to go the next step and get the next colours to help blend them in together.
Awesome, that is looking really, really fantastic. And I guess you can, if you are unsure, you keep them in their 6-packs or use them together in their 6-packs. Because am I right in thinking, Debbie, they're all colours that will work together, those 6s that they come as?
Absolutely, yes. We've done all the hard work for you. So they will blend, each 3-colour blend will blend into the next one. Yeah,
Awesome.
we do have a fabulous colouring system. I mean, not only are they great if you're an advanced colourist, and I've had people say to me that they think they're just as good as some of the top brands in the market. So they are artist quality, and they absolutely love them. So you will get on with them really, really well. And we've got the education as well there to back it all up, which is amazing. So I'm just going to use, so I've got the clear sparkles. We've got these on the show today.
We do,
and
yeah. They're your out of this world deal, which is awesome.
And if I can recommend to go for any, you definitely want to go for the clear sparkle, because the clear sparkle will add sparkle to anything. And all you need to do is to brush it. I mean, there's a Japanese brush nib on here, which is an excellent brush nib. It means you can get into all the small little crevices and all that intricate design and get the most beautiful sparkle. Now, when it starts to, I'm feeling it's feeling a little bit dry. When it starts to do that on the pen, you won't be able to see it as it's actually embossed into here, but it actually says push. And on those two sides where it says push, you just give it a little bit of a push, a little bit of a squeeze, and only a small squeeze. And now I can feel my ink is starting to flow again.
I came in today and Director Adam was getting very confused by the sparkle pens. He'd taken it off, he'd primed it, Debbie, he was shaking it, he was rubbing it, rolling it, and he just couldn't get it to work. And I said, oh, you just give it just a little squeeze there. And he's like, oh, it's easy when you know how. But I guess that capillary action, I guess that squeezing action is good because it means that you're not going to lose a load of ink out the end of your brush, are you?
No, that's it. And then you get, as that dries, you get the most beautiful, I'm not sure if we're picking that up, I can see it on here. Let's do it on this way round. But you're actually getting that really amazing shine on there. Yeah, I can definitely pick that up, but it's, yeah.
Beautiful,
there we go. But look at the depth that we've got in that rose, using those really pretty pens, and just using two colours then really, and then a little bit of a darker colour to actually blend them. So yeah, these are just beautiful colours to go for.
Really lovely. Yeah, you can see all that lovely sparkle in there, which is awesome.
You're just seeing a little flicker of that. So yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Loads of you still chatting away and absolutely loving these. Jan, the lovely Jan from Ravello, says one of my dogs is called Brenda, like the spray box. She says, I am used to snakes. I was a great fan of Alice Cooper, begged my mum for a snake, ended up with a rabbit. Not really the same, but I think that's awesome. At least you got some sort of pet. Ange says, can't wait to get these colours. I've been expanding my marker collection since I've rediscovered my passion for paper crafting this year. Donna as well saying, I'm waiting for mine to be delivered, but yesterday I was looking at my Totally Tiffany's pen storage and it is full. Oh dear, maybe some more storage is going to be needed. Right. The out of this world deal. Yes, it is our sparkle pens, which is awesome. So you're going to get the 3 clear overlays that Debbie has just shown you, which are these ones just here. You're also going to get 2 other sets as well. So you get 3 of the clear overlay, which is awesome. And then you're also going to get the perfect pastels, which are these ones here, which are really, really gorgeous. And they're perfect for when you just need maybe something a little bit more subtle. You've got Moonstone, Cosmos and Rose Quartz in there. And then what you've also got is this one here, which is your Glitz and Glamour as well. And they really are super duper sparkly, which is gorgeous. You can just about see there. I think sometimes these lights are almost too bright for them. You've got Aquamarine, Amethyst and Pink Garnet in there, which is awesome. Oh yeah, you can really see there now how they're picking up that light, which is awesome. So £27 gets you those. They should be $38.97 or $50.85. So you've got a really good deal there on those. Talking, the Advent. It's been a bit divisive, hasn't it, the Advent calendar, Debbie? You know, I think it's been a bit of a 50-50 split, you know, about people that have or haven't opened it. As we were saying earlier, December's a time where we spend a lot of time thinking about others. What a great time to get yourself a little gift. I love it as well. It's all super cute. There's a lovely ribbon on the side here as it comes packaged. You can open this up and then inside you've got the fabulous Advent calendar. So it feels like a really expensive box of chocolates. That's what it reminds me of. But when you open this up, You've got your tree in here, and then you've got all of your little windows in here too, which you're going to be able to open up, which is awesome. You're going to get a dial stamp every single day, all the way through December, which is awesome. $24.99 and $34.99 if you want to grab that. Now we've got pictures of cards and dogs, Debbie, you'll be pleased to know. Cards first. Georgia sent us in these ones. She's made some already from the spinners. Check these out, Debbie.
Oh, how fabulous. Oh my goodness, look at that one, Joe. I love that. She's done the cat one with the cat up the top there, so he's almost looking into the fish bowl.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a brilliant concept. I
Really
love that.
awesome.
And those bees. Really lovely, Georgia.
And she's done the twirling bird ones as well. And do you know what she's used there?
Oh, what?
She has used, I'm pretty sure that tree is from the picnic box collection that we had. What a great way of using them in other ways.
Yeah, and that is the good, with any collection that you've got the stamp and dies, they look fabulous using with all different collections. I love that, Georgia. Great use of them dies.
Lynette sent us a picture in as well. She's been busy with the butterflies. Love that one.
Ah, really pretty. Yeah, I quite like that butterfly one. I think having that flower around it looks amazing. Yeah, beautiful card, Lynette.
We've got a lot of dog pictures apparently as well. Alison sent us in this one. Check this out. This is Shorky.
Oh, so cute.
Cross between a Shih Tzu and a Yorkie.
Oh, that's so
How
lovely.
gorgeous is that? Oh, Samantha sent us in this next one. Check out Samantha's.
Oh, Samantha.
That's a Westie Poo.
Westie Poo.
Yeah,
Yes.
how beautiful.
How gorgeous.
Renee sent us in a picture of her doggy as well.
Oh,
absolutely
Renee.
adorable.
Lovely and cozy
That's
there.
Cindy there. Karen sent us this one in as well. Oh, that's Molly. A picture of the lovely Molly
Karen,
there
I
as
think
well.
that must be a puppy. That one looks like really soft, downy hair like puppies have.
If I was going to have another dog, I would definitely have a miniature sausage dog. I think they are the most cutest dogs ever. I was back in Manchester the week before last. I went in a pub and there was an 8-week-old miniature sausage dog roaming around with a little coat on. Oh, it was the most adorable thing ever. It really, really was. Don't forget that advent calendar, $24.99 or $34.99 if you want to get your hands on that, which is awesome. We're going to go back, I believe, to the spinners for the last part of the show. Let me just quickly recap the different options that you've got here, whether you're going for them all together or you're going to go for them individually. Remember, you can get any two of these as well for, you can get any two of them £13 or $16. So you've got the bees, you've also got the butterflies, there's that bird in there, which is great. I've seen him coloured up loads of different ways, which is interesting. You've got the cat, then you have the bunny, which is this one just here. You have got the dog, there is the elephant, and you've finally got the unicorn there as well. Unicorn would always be my favourite, but you know what? I think it's the elephant in this collection. Have you got a favourite, Debbie?
Yeah, I think I have. I think I quite like the elephant.
Do you?
Yeah, I do love the elephant. There's something nice. My favourite animal is a giraffe.
Is it?
But there isn't a giraffe, so my next is the elephant.
The elephant, yeah, elephant's my
yes.
favourite animal, so I'm in agreement with you as well. And have you heard the noise that baby elephants make?
Are you gonna
I'm not going to do it. I can try, but it's like a real high pitch. Like, it's really funny. Go on YouTube, put in baby elephant noise. Honestly, it's really, really funny. Really funny.
Oh, it's me. You do make me laugh, Joe. Okay, let's get on with making a goldfish bowl.
You could put a baby elephant in a goldfish bowl if you wanted to with this collection.
Yeah, well, I was thinking, where was that going then? But you're right, Joe. You could put our baby elephant in a goldfish bowl. That is very, very true. Yeah, I love that. And actually, you know what I love about these ones? I'm using the cat one, but on the cat stamps, it says the dog did it. But on the dog stamps, it says the cat did it.
Oh, yeah.
And I just love that. So I've just done myself a 6x6 card blank. And then I've used our ink pads. So I've used our ocean blue and then our grasshopper. I've just blended them into some watercolour cardstock, and then I've just faux bleached by flicking on some water and lifting the colour out there. So I know we haven't got too much time left, so I figured it'd be good to get the card put together rather than you see me inking the page. And then we're going to run that through our oh no, It would help, Joe. I've done that with no dye. Did anyone notice I didn't put a dye on there? See?
Magic dies.
It's a magic dye. I'm thinking, why am I running that through the Gemini? I've got nothing on it apart from a piece of card. We would have just been flattening our piece of card. So I've got it upside down to me. So I'm just popping our goldfish bowl onto there. And then I'm just going to pop a piece of tape to hold it in place. And now I can run it through and it will do something. So
Awesome.
that is very like me. I remember once I did a show at Create and Craft. It was a foil press show and I just completely forgot to put the foil dye in, and it took my brain a little while to register while nothing had happened.
I think that might have been with me, you know, Debbie.
It might have been, Joe.
I think we were together for that show. Maybe that was the first time I met you, and maybe that set the tone for what was to come years, you know, in later years, Debbie.
It wasn't a good first meeting then, Joe, was it? Good job we're all very forgiving of our mishaps, our crafty mistakes.
Julia says the elephant is her favourite as well in the spinner collection.
So
I think it's going to be very popular. What is the most popular one individually, producer Johnny? The butterfly. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. You guys absolutely adore a butterfly. Then the dog, interestingly.
And I do like the bee. Yeah,
and then the bee.
I really like the bee.
Then the elephant. And then the cat.
I think the reason I like the bee, Joe, is because there's always that play on words with the bee, isn't there? There's always that sort of be happy, be beautiful, or beautiful. Yeah, there's that really nice play on words. And be you, I always think that's a really nice one. So, right, so I'm going to use my pens again. Let's bring in my burnt orange shades. And we're just going to give a quick colouring of, no, I'm not. I'm going to bring in my grey shades. Ice grey, there we go. And I'm just going to give a quick colouring of our pussycat. He's a little bit of a tabby cat with his little stripes there, isn't he?
We had a cat when I was younger, but then in later years I became allergic to cats.
Oh.
Just one of those things that just happened as I got older. Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. June says, I have my advent calendar. I'm waiting patiently for when Craig will start to open and give us ideas on how to use what's in there. I think that will be loads of fun, so I'm able to wait. Tammy says, oh Joe, miniature Dachshunds are so wonderful. We had one. They think they're humans and they don't know how small they are. They are fearless and loving.
Oh, that's
I would love it.
lovely.
I do feel like I'll get a dog in time. I just don't feel like I have enough time at the moment, Debbie. Maybe in another sort of 5 years or so, yeah.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I mean, my daughter's at home. She takes good care of our little Tia because she is getting old. I don't think I would have another dog though, Joe. Not until, like you, I was in a position where I could be at home more. Yeah, I think they take a lot of time, don't they? Yeah, definitely. They do indeed. Remember, there's a whole fabulous day of shows coming up again tomorrow here on Crafters TV, and actually another fabulous day of shows on Thursday as well. There's a brilliant cartload coming up on Thursday, which is awesome. But tomorrow we've got a masterclass with the aperture dies, which will be fantastic. Myself and Craig will be bringing that to you. And then Creative Cravings tomorrow night, it'll be myself and Debbie, and we've got lots of lovely stuff on there. We've got the Spectrum Noir Discovery kits on the show. We've also got the Sparkle Ink craft kit's that's back as well. That's on the show too, and a whole host of other wonderful things. So that's going to be great. Thursday will be great, and then Ben will be back with you here on Friday, taking you into the weekend, which is going to be awesome. And there's lots of very exciting things happening. I can't say too much about it though. Right, so we've coloured in our cat, Joe. I'm going to put that to one side. We've just done a little bit of colour in there. I'm bringing this back in and our card fronts. Then what I've got is I've coloured some of our fishes. Now, what's really great about these, everything has little embellishment dies that go with them and embellishment stamps. So if I bring in my stamps here, you can see we've got our little fish stamp and our fish dies as well as the cat. I've coloured them all in, and then I've just coloured our little fish in some in orange. And I've just put a little foam pad on the back of them. So we're going to pop them together. Let me just grab myself some string off of my little pack that I've got here. Doesn't want to move now. There we go. Grab myself some scissors. There we go. And what could you use? Yours using string, are you, for all of yours? So I'm actually using cotton. I just use cotton. I find so like cotton thread? Yeah, cotton thread. So I find it is the best thing that spins actually. So I tried lots of different things and it just felt like this was the one that spins. But you might have some of that like invisible thread, like the nylon thread. Oh yeah. Some people use it for jewellery.
Yes, of course. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
So that would be a good one to use. I have used dental floss, and that works really well. Plus, it makes your cards smell nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's a good one to use.
Yeah, I guess that would be a good one, wouldn't it?
You could also use like twine, but unthread the twine, because you have about 3 or 4 threads on a twine.
Or if you wanted to, I mean, you don't. It doesn't have to be invisible, does it? I mean, you could use like a baker's twine and have it as a feature of your card if you wanted to.
Oh, absolutely, yes. I would just say, the more you want it to spin, cotton seems to be the best thing to have that spinning.
Awesome.
So I'm just going to then, let's make sure we nearly had an upside down fish bowl there, Joe.
Oh, can you imagine all the water would come out?
So I'm going to just pop some tape down the front here.
Oh, Ange says, woohoo, the postman has just delivered a Crafter's Companion package. Ange, rip it open. I'm desperate to know what's in there. Let us know.
Yes.
Julie saying she loves the unicorn as well. Unicorn is usually up there as the top favourites, isn't it? I'm a bit surprised that it's not your most favourite one, the unicorn. I do love a unicorn. I think it's because they look so mischievous, all the other characters. I think that's what it is, you know. Like the cat, the dog, the elephant. There's loads of them. They've got such amount of character. And the other great thing is about these, I think, Debbie, that you are adding colour to them, you're alcohol colouring, but because the actual characters themselves are quite small, it's not going to be time consuming, is it? If you wanted to batch make a lot of these, it's not like something bigger, or, you know, maybe the over the edge characters, which are equally beautiful, but they do take a little while to colour up. These are super quick.
Oh, so quick. And these are great for the kids. Like, you might want the kids to colour them in. You could stamp loads of them, cut them out and have the kids colour loads. They're going to have so much fun building up scenes. You could cut the mats and layers of the fish bowl, so you would actually have your fish bowl. This would be nice as well. If I turn that round, this would be lovely as well for a vase. You know, like the old-fashioned like Japanese vases that you have, Joe. You can have all flowers coming out of them as well. That would be ideal for that, as well as your fish bowl. And then all I've got is find my bits, some fish, and I mislaid it, but I've got a finished card. So, but
I love the fish. I think you could definitely just use them separately. Like, I think that card as it was, just a blue background with a bit of faux bleaching, faux bleaching.
Yeah, faux bleaching.
Would look really awesome as well. I mean, it also looks epic as well with the fish bowl.
Yeah, it looks amazing, doesn't it? So just pop in those bits. And then if I bring in my finish card, let's show you here. And that's just added that extra sentiment, looking perfect. And then you've got that gorgeous spinner on there. So just a really nice way of being able to use it and them looking really cool.
Yeah, really, really beautiful. A lot of you are going for the individuals here. Remember, you've got the multi-buy, so you can get any 2 of these for £13 or $16, but you can get all 8 and the low-tack tape as well for £50 or $60. That is a Club Inspired Platinum price of £40 or $48. So it's really, really great value. However you choose to get a hold of these, they were very new. They were only launched last week, and the great thing is about that there's that launch day show there, 2 hours of inspiration ready for you to go back and watch. You'll get all of the inspiration. It was actually Sarah alongside Ben that brought that show to you. Very busy there. Also, something you are loving is the Advent calendar. We're down to kind of the last of this now, so I think if you've been thinking about it, it really is making your mind up time for this one. $24.99 or $34.99. We've got the Spectrum Noir Sparkle out of this world deal, which is fantastic. You get 3 of the clear overlay, which are so versatile because they're going to add that sparkle to literally anything, even things like flower forming foam they'll add sparkle to. You've got the pastels in there. And you've got the Glitz and Glamour, which is actually my favourite pack of those sparkle pens. Really nice deal there for you. The Explorer Kit, which is all about maybe you trying something new for the first time. This week's is the Peekaboo Explorer Kit. You've got the Peekaboo stamp and die. You've got the aperture windows there, the white stamping card, and you've also got that ink pad that you need to go with it as well. Massive thanks to Debbie. Debbie, it's been amazing to spend we've been together sort of all week really, because Debbie's been up doing lots of different shows and stuff, so it's been really lovely getting to hang out together, and also lovely doing shows with you. Do you know when you're back with us?
Yeah, I'm back next Wednesday and Thursday, so yeah, not long, so back next week. And yes, got a launch day next week, so it's really exciting. And a cartload, yes, Joe, yes, it'll be amazing. And with you you as well, which that would be great.
Or with me as well. Yes, I know. What have you done to deserve that again? A whole week of that. And Johnny's going to be here as well. It's going to be a party.
Same team.
Adam's going to be here as well, but don't let that put you off. I'm only joking, Adam. He's great. It's been another wonderful day of shows. There is another fabulous day of shows coming up tomorrow as well. I'll be joined by Craig and Debbie Robinson tomorrow, so that'll be absolutely awesome. Massive thanks to Debbie. A huge thanks to the team next door in the gallery. Big thanks to you guys as well at home. And we'll see you back here tomorrow for a whole other day of fun. I'll see you then. Take care.